Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Pathfinder, Lord of Nothing. As today, it's out of the village and through the woods we go. Not much else to say, really. We're just branching out and trying to track down the root of the local problems. Though, based on everything we've heard thus far, we're dealing with some pretty heavy tree, son. But, you know, enough of that. Let's not get hung up on the details. Sage's Saffron. Oh, also number 1 with a bullet. Okay. Apparently Grim is immune to being mentally amplified? Question mark? Anyone know what that was about? I could use some sage advice. Thankfully, the giant monster is a mite bit more straightforward. Hold on, gotta get closer.
What's going on here? This will be quick!
Wow, okay, well, definitely not worth it.
It's you or me!
Really should have led with record, though based on that roll we just got, it wouldn't have turned out much different. Yeah, I was just trying to get cheeky, lead with a knockdown. It's fine, though. We're good. Because we got Pounce, son. Full attack scheme on charge. Still no knockdown, though. So, now I guess we just have a full-on fight, which I guess is fair. Oh, I didn't even have knockdown toggled.
I got this!
Well, no worries. No harm done. Just took a few extra clicks. Oh, hello there. Edric. Thank you! My saviors! Oh, how scared I was. That monster was about to smear me on the ground. Terrible, terrible to think that I would never see my beloved again. Yes, that would be terrible. Also, you'd be dead. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. I'm Edric, the healer's assistant. She must be really angry, what with me running into the woods. It's fine, she'll understand. I didn't just run away for no reason, you know. I did it for love. Uh-huh. And where exactly were you headed off to? To the Petal Abode. My beloved waits for me there. Right, so like a nymph or dryad. Yeah, this seems pretty straightforward. Man, that takes me right back to Kingmaker. That was like a recurring theme in that game, what with the prevalence of sociopathic fae. Petals? What are you on about? The Petal Abode. It's a settlement in the woods. A magical flower grows there, and the most beautiful women live there. But my beloved is prettier than all of them. I'll bet she is. Why don't you tell us about her? You can't even imagine what she's like. Beautiful, magical, wonderful, the best of them all. No one at the village has ever seen such beauty. Looks like fey magic. Or just regular juvenile idiocy. No fey charms needed. Young lads will do all sorts of stupid things to scratch that itch. I would say 50-50. We cannot exclude the possibility of both factors being at work. Why wouldn't the Fae charm a young idiot? Right. You make a good point. Well, regardless of whatever is really going on here, you've got people back in the village who are worried about you, and clearly it's too dangerous to be walking these woods alone. You'd best head back. Otherwise, you and your love will both be out of luck. But my beloved, how can I leave her? The young man looks distraught, but finally he sighs. You're right. I can't get to her so easily. I'll just die on the way. I need to prepare well and then try again. Not what I said, but hey, whatever gets you there. And what's going on with you? Oh, not much, apparently. Relatively minor loot item. And a high-end scroll. Let's go see how Edric is settling in. Hey, he actually came back. Millen, as you can see, I found your assistant. Apparently, he was trying to get off to some local fae. Almost took a bullet for his trouble. Right, come here, the healer orders the young man. Eyes red, pale skin, shaking hands. Looks like fae charms. Not to worry, we'll fix you right up. Why don't you understand? I'm not bewitched. I love her. Oh dear, it's much worse than I thought. He's delirious. I need you to fetch a couple of special flowers from the forest for me. In the meantime, I'll begin brewing the potion. We'll have this silly boy fixed up in no time. I mean, fixing him would definitely resolve the issue, but I feel like there might be some ethical concerns, but yeah, sure, I'll see what I can do. I don't suppose you'd like to be more specific about what plants you're looking for. I mean, I saw some sage saffron just outside the gate. I guess logically that would be one of them. Apparently not, though it does imply we were supposed to pick something up. We are getting some very weird feedback from this thing. Maybe it's part of a separate quest, one we haven't unlocked yet. We'll just push on for now. See what else we stumble across. Agile Amaryllis. And again, immune to its effects, nothing acquired. Neat. Sir? Ooh. Cloak of Resistance +3, don't mind if I do. Pretty straightforward upgrade. Slap that on Grim. Toss the hand-me-down to whoever needs it. These jungles could not have sprung up by themselves. It looks like they hail from the First World, the home of the Fae. Enigma Euphorbia. Sure, why not? I'm sorry. Someone seems to have planted a trap. Record, you want to maybe take a stab at this? Huh. I mean, if it works, it works. I'm just gonna stop questioning things.
They think us easy prey.
Hey, things to punch. This I can get behind. Yeah, let's focus on these two first. Get them off our back line.
A negligible obstacle.
Nice, nice. Actually doling out some halfway decent damage there. You know, relatively speaking. Without completely breaking the, system. Hello there. Sorry, these weren't like your pets or something, were they? That's going to be really awkward if they were. Ladies, you maybe want to chlorophyll me in here before I finish off this last one? Why would you wander here? You're mortals. You might get murdered? Murdered? It's dangerous here, you know? Right, yeah, you're right. Wouldn't want to get murdered. You know, if they told me this entire adventure was like one big fever dream, you know, after exposure to all that wild magic, I'd buy into it. Scroll of Greater Restoration. Nice. Bodies of nymphs, humans, and predatory plants. Each group seemed to have been fighting only for themselves. Okay, so Faye headed back this way. There they are. Less of a village than I was expecting, based on what we heard earlier. Also, we can't seem to interact with anyone. Ow. Okay, well that one actually hurt. So we've definitely got nymphs, so Edric might in fact be charmed. They don't seem overtly hostile, though. Flower Princess. Oh, who be you, then? So merry. One with horns, another all bright and colorful, the third one glowing. You're not from the village, are you? There's nobody like you there. They're all so bleak and boring. The nymph cocks her head and stares at you inquisitively for a few moments. I know. Have you come to see our wonder bloom? You know, maybe? I don't know. What is this place? This? The nymph smiles widely and points at the surrounding green. Is the petal abode, the only interesting place in this dull, grim jungle. This is where we, the nymphs, live. Have you seen our wonder bloom? It's so pretty, almost like the flowers from the first world. Oh, if only you could see them. You haven't seen them, have you? Well, now you can look at the wonder bloom. It's almost as good as visiting the first world. Oh, how we would love to go back there and take you with us. I mean, I'm pretty sure that would be a fate worse than death, but, you know. Thanks. So, you live here, do you? Oh, by and by. It's boring here in the mortal realm. The trees are small, the celestial bodies are far away, the butterflies don't sing. But the wonder bloom wards off danger, and we are perfectly capable of warding off boredom ourselves. The nymph winks at you playfully, but her smile gives you goosebumps. Yeah, that sounds about right. I played Kingmaker, I know how this goes. Request for clarification. You used to live in the first world, but now you cannot go back? Oh, you're so funny when you talk like that. Why, yes, we used to go where we pleased. Then something happened and the way home was closed. Mortals died out and the woods were filled with nasty demons. So we live here and wait for when things change again. And we can go home. Maybe tomorrow? Maybe today? Who knows? Right. So, please, tell me more about this wonder bloom. Why, there it is, right there. The nymph points at the massive flower. Our wonderful, our beautiful, our magical wonder bloom. It protects us from all sorts of demons and beasts. We couldn't have made it here without it. Yes, it's very nice. That is the second largest flower I've ever seen. Tell me, do you know anything about Carrick? Carrick? Well, he's a big treant. He used to be kind and protect mortals, but he's gone mad now. His roots are everywhere, so crooked and hideous. Ugh. The nymph crinkles her nose in disgust. We stay away from him. If you want to know more about him, look around the ruins. Maybe there's something left there from the mortals who used to know him? Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks. There's an old graveyard not far from here where druids are buried too. They say that when the demons came, some of the druids were so ashamed that they rose from their grave. They shamble around in the cemetery now, moaning and murmuring. I know. Go see them. They'll surely tell you more. Undead druids. Right. I'll look into that as well. Tell me, have you seen anything unusual with ice around here? The nymph taps her lip thoughtfully before shaking her head. Nope. No idea. Okay, well, thanks again. This has been weird, but surprisingly informative. You're welcome back any time. You're funny. Yep, that's me. So this must be our cure. Oh no, this is something else entirely. Fragrant flower grants bark skin. Interesting, okay. Not what I was looking for, but I'll happily take it. And then this is our wonder bloom here. Mortals are so amusing. Our flowers sprouted a new petal just yesterday. I am beside myself with joy. Oh, whoa. Okay, no, that... Yes, that does look a bit more like a wonder bloom. Yeah, feels like they probably should have showcased that right when we first walked in. Ow.
I'll take care of it.
Thanks, Sir Brown. So is this our cure, or is this just more weird flowers? Weird flowers it is, but again, we'll take them. So not really much else going on here. We got some basic info. We got a glimpse at the Wonder Bloom. But nothing related to our potentially charmed apprentice. No signs of Mo's missing husband. Oh, Wonder Bloom, what is the secret of your power? We still got this raised area over here. We should double back and check that real quick before we push on too much further. And there we go. Medicinal flower, specifically used to break Fey love charms. How convenient. Oh, snap. That is a giant slug. Do we have any
All right, now what?
protection from acid on tap? Sadly, I don't think we actually do. I think that was largely the purview of our resident druid who's currently cooling his heels back in Canabris. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Won't have to worry about it if we take it down fast enough.
I'll got you!
Let's kiss their backsides!
There we go. Yeah, we're fine. Definitely would have been more of a concern if multiple had popped up in the timeline, but with just one, it's an easy alpha strike. Oh, well.
Please focus. You're going down!
Spoke slightly too soon, but not really. I mean, if they come at us one at a time, it's still pretty easy to deal with. Yep, we're good. Let's see what we got. These beautiful flowers look harmless. Neat. Thanks. And medicinal flower number 2. So now we can go back and get Edric taken care of, which might shake something loose with the nymphs. Bracers of armor +4. That would actually be a pretty nice get if we really needed them. Though at the moment, I believe they are redundant. We'll go ahead and slap them on Sentry anyway. Potentially save some spell slots in the future. And again, we've got a downward slope. So let's back off. We have one more little alcove here to check. Then we'll head back, talk Edric off the edge. Wrecked wagon, corpse. Might imply active threat. Yet another medicinal flower, so we now have more than we need. Trap. More magic essence, which is weird because again, we don't have access to a crafter.
It's done.
Wand of Remove Disease. Okay. Nice utility item to have in our pocket. Getting pretty deep in the map here. Deeper than I figured it would take us. Oh. Hi. You good? The old man is wrapped in roots, green sprouts poking through his graying skin, and his face engulfed in moss. One could easily mistake him for a corpse, but he opens his cloudy eyes as you approach. Hail, friend. You seem to be in some distress there. Might I ask your name? I am a flower, a sprout, a root. I am the forest. Okay, well, good to know. I don't suppose you've seen anyone around here that might be the ice? Huh? Ice? You need to go to the village. Have you seen the ice wall? I don't know how it came to be, but it didn't come by itself. Yes. You're not Karok, are you? Karok? No, but I do know about him. This is his forest. His roots. The old man yawns, and a bee flies out of his mouth. I am his root now, too. That's how it is, kiddies. Is it? Karok is alone, and the forest is big. How can he watch over it alone? So he sent his roots out everywhere. 3 of them. Yes, 3. His power is within them. Yes. 1 root is here. I'm guarding it. The 2nd one is somewhere in the old cemetery. Yes. The 3rd one is in the flower that grows with the silly fae. The old man laughs and croaks. They love it so. Watch over it. It reminds them of the first world. Silly fae don't know that it keeps them here. Karok has roots everywhere, in all the exits and entrances, even to the first world. That's how it is, little ones. That's how it is. I say, tell me, does the name Old Mo mean anything to you? Anything at all? Mo. The name makes the old man think. Mo, my dearest. She ought to come here too. Into nature. To thrive here with me. Right, yes, of course. I will certainly do that. I'd best be off so I can extend your invitation. I'm sure she'll be very keen to find out more. No, you shouldn't go anywhere. Shouldn't. Stay here, in nature. Karok's roots need fertilizer. Yes. The old man straightens his back with a crunch. The roots coiled around his body come to life and tense up. like a snake preparing to strike. Well, shoot. Did we miss something? I feel like... Hi there. Corrupted scythe tree, roughly 3 miles away. Okay, so we do have the strange old man, but he's marked as a non-combatant or a neutral combatant. Let's see if we get another chance to chat him up once we've dealt with these things. I mean, on the one hand, the way they described him, it definitely sounds like he's pretty messed up. But this is also a high fantasy setting, so in theory, there are ways to fix that. Plus, the simple fact he's not actively attacking us is encouraging.
Don't hold back!
He's actually got a bow, he's just not using it. Very strange, but certainly not the first strange thing we've encountered since arriving here. This whole thing has had a very sort of Alice in Wonderland vibe to it. I will be genuinely unsurprised if they end up throwing like a lesser Jabberwocky at us before this is all through. Also, yeah, the fact that his sound effects seem to have gone completely bonkers just makes it even more surreal. Oh, okay, well, shit. I guess we do have to kill you after all. Oh, my goodness. Very strange to me that you didn't just attack us right off the bat. Oh, was I supposed to hit him with, like, greater restoration or something during the first stage of the fight? Shoot. I'm gonna have to check that out in post, see if it actually was our one chance to perhaps actually rescue this poor guy. But, you know, as always, barring a bug, let the dice fall where they may. We live with the consequences of our actions. Even when it doesn't give us the happiest ending. The mad old man kept this flower close to his heart. Marked as a quest item, so obviously that goes back to old Mo. Oh, right, that guy. Well, thankfully he didn't try to climb all the way up here after us. We'll stump him next time round. For now, though, I think we'll just head back, resolve our 2 current side quests, and then I think we'll be at a good place to call it. It is interesting, you know, coming back to Lord of Nothing every so often. It does feel very different, contrasted with the other Owlcat projects, even Through the Ashes, which, you know, just went for a whole different general vibe. But, you know, to be fair, I suppose that's also just the inherently more limited nature of being a standalone DLC. Rogue Trader, Wrath, Kingmaker, they can afford to give you much more depth and much more choice and consequence, because they have 100+ hours to get themselves established. Whereas this thing, at least based on what I've heard, is like 10 to 15 hours, so, you know, a whole lot less time for narrative setup. Millen, I found hundreds of plants while I was walking around the woods. I hope at least some of these are the non-specific ones you asked for. Ah, yes, these will do. Nice, strong buds. Beautiful. Give me a moment, I'll finish the potion. There you go. Now be a darling and drink this. The young man drinks the potion hesitantly. Now what? Nothing's changed. Can I go back to my beloved now, please? Well, would you look at that? Seems that it wasn't a charm after all, just a silly crush. Oh well. In any case, thank you for your help. Yeah, no problem. This was certainly a good use of our time. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go let an old woman know her husband was eaten by trees. The old woman appears to be sleeping, but on your approach, she opens her eyes. They say one goes deaf with old age. It's the opposite with me. Sometimes I think I can hear Karak's roots growing deep underground. Why are you here, kiddies? I'm afraid I have news about your husband. The old woman looks at you with distrust. Have you really managed to find my husband? Wow, these are some pretty rough responses. I did. It was too late to save him. But he asked me to give you this. The old woman carefully takes the flower with her withered hand. It's the same flower he gave me once. That day, I said yes. Thank you for the news, grim though it may be. In return, I'll tell you where our stash is, in the woods. We won't need those things now anyway. Right, I'd best be off then. Sorry for your loss. Ah, young people. Always in a hurry. Man, that is a bummer. Though I'm going to feel even worse if it turns out there was, in fact, some way for us to save him. But, you know, for now, we just roll with the punches. We'll check out this stash. And then, you know what? We'll go chat up the Flower Princess again. See if we can perhaps wrap this episode on a slightly higher note. Amulet of Alchemical Knowledge. +4 alchemy bonus on saves versus poison, +2 to intelligence. Also increases number of bombs per day, which is no big deal for us, but that intelligence bonus, that actually would come in handy. Especially since it's alchemical. which means it should also stack with the +2 from our current circlet. Yes, nice. Still bummed out about that quest conclusion, but at least we got something nice out of it. That said, let's go have words with the local flower circle. Which, now that I think about it, might also go very, very wrong, but fingers crossed. Especially since I'm pretty sure 12 nymphs would just straight up murder us. Really hope they don't railroad us into a fight here. We got no skill checks with the strange old man. You again. How amusing. Yes, very amusing. I really wish there was a better way I could phrase this, but I'm afraid we've come to burn down your lovely Wonder Bloom. Yes, let's burn down the Wonder Bloom, and then burn down all your houses, and the skies as well. Do the skies burn down in the mortal world? Let's find out. We're not joking. Sorry, my word, we are truly very sorry. We don't mean you any harm, but the Wonder Bloom must be destroyed. You're not joking. But why? No, you cannot. It's so beautiful, and it protects us from the monsters. What would the petal abode be without the flower? No way. We won't let you. Go away. The nymph stamps her little foot almost childishly. Yet something about her gaze makes you shiver. Whew, thank goodness we have our Arcana expert with us, otherwise this would be a pretty tough check to pass. Hey, I know it's totally bogus, but that thing's what's preventing you from returning to the first world. Its beauty is a deceptive lie, designed to trick you into keeping it safe so that it can keep you here in turn. But if you let us destroy it, we'll make sure you can get back home where you belong. So, that's how it is. It protects us, but also makes us stay? The Fae whisper to each other. Well, if there's no other way back to the first world... Our poor little Wonder Bloom. I'll miss you dearly. The nymph weeps. Do it. Burn it now. Well, also a bit of a bummer, but less so than the other thing. You have caused us enough trouble. Be gone, mortals, and do not come back. It is time to return to the first world. Nothing is keeping us here any longer. Yeah, you know, that's honestly probably for the best. That is where you belong. I mean, I also know a certain apprentice will probably be a bit upset about this, but honestly, again, probably for the best. Alright, well, I mean, that's 2 of our 3 routes down. Which just leaves the 3rd route, no doubt under guard by the undead druids, and Karok himself. Plus our mysterious dragon, which got name-dropped right when we first came in and really hasn't come up since. Though you just know they're keeping that in their back pocket for some grand reveal later down the line. Unless it ends up being like the murder mystery back in the Mage's Tower, which never did get really properly resolved. That said, we'll hit the pause button for now. I'll take care of the usual off-screen bookkeeping. Double check to see if there is, in fact, anything we could have done to save that poor old man. And we will pick up here next time, as we find ourselves between a Karok and a hard place. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Eerie V23, Revenant, Alois, Arrow Bowman, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, EgonAlter, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Lady Shayna, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.
I'll take care of it.